Tommy Reynolds has his gun out. He's pointing the gun, and all of a sudden, I see this woman.
They say it's on every single station. They're saying that Daddy died.
He said there was an accident and your father is no longer with us.
In real life, I'm not like that.
And the Mario test was disgusting.
One night I jumped out of a car doing 60 miles an hour because I was addicted.
Salute, Mob Tube. Salute, Mob Tube. How is everybody this afternoon? I got some stuff to do. I got to get out of here shortly. I can't do a real long show. And I won't be doing one tonight because I'm going to be meeting up with a friend later on. And then I got to go to bed so I can get up in the morning. I got to go to work. I'm supposed to have a full day for the first time since I started. Full day is all this week, so that's good. That's good news. So I don't think I'll be doing shows too late anymore. And like I said, I definitely won't be doing one tonight. But I have some things I want to talk about today. So I'll wait till we get some more people in here, and I'll get to that. Frank Seams, can't be wrong. Dumber Ellen Lindblom, what's up, man? How you guys doing? So, there's been a little bit of news today. A little bit of stuff went on. I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about Angel. And, some of the stuff that went on yesterday, I'm going to address a little bit. So, what's up, T? How you doing, bro? So we'll get started in a minute. Let me read a text real quick. All right. So, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. I just got a lot to do today. I'm very busy since I got up, and I gotta go out and do a few things. And like I said, I'm meeting a friend later on, and I gotta come home and go to bed because I have a big day tomorrow. So if I seem a little out of it, that would be why. I'm trying to squeeze everything in today. What's up, BK Shallon Finest? All right. So I'll get started talking about this. I'm sure everybody saw the video that Tom LaVecchia dropped. It looks like the MBA and the Button Man is no more. They're not going to be doing that show anymore. They said they came to an amicable decision where they decided to put an end to it, and it looks like Panisi will be doing his own thing and Tom will be doing his own thing. Now, a lot of people that I've been hearing from today think that this is in large part due to Tom coming on my show. And maybe that's true. I don't know. Anything's possible, I guess. But I'm certainly not saying, that it's because of me or my show. I'm just hearing that from people. A lot of people have come to the conclusion that maybe it is because Tom appeared on my show twice. And I'm quite sure Panisi is not a fan of mine, doesn't like me at all, and the feeling's mutual. So, there is a chance, or maybe it, added to an already a decision that was already in the works. I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that. But yes, for everybody that's asking what happened, Tom dropped a video earlier saying there is no more MBA in the Button Man. They're going to delete all the videos, and that's the end of the show. I will, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I got to get better at that, but I will. Oh man, that was a good fight, man. I watched that last night after I got off of here. That was a good fight. And he dropped him at the end, boy. That was it. I was happy to see that because I was definitely rooting for Fury on that one. I wanted him to win. So it was an all around good night last night. Yeah, it was a great fight, man. Honestly, and I love the heavyweights. You know what I mean? I miss the days of the great champs. So it's nice to see Fury doing what he's doing. And you can't take anything away from Wilder. I'm not a fan of his, but he fought a hell of a fight. At one point, I'm not sure which round it was, but he came back hard right as uh, right as they hit the bell. It was a good fight. I loved it. Shout out on Saturday Night Live. What? You fucking with me, man? What the hell is he talking about? Yeah, I did for a second there too. Well, I obviously already knew I knew the outcome when I watched it. It was obviously a replay, but it looked like he was going to for a minute. I could see how people would think that when they were watching it live, that maybe he might, but he didn't. I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love that fight because I always loved the heavyweights. You know what I mean? And I like boxing in general, always did. But it's been a long time since we saw something like we saw last night. It was beautiful, and I enjoyed that fight. Well, but that's what he does. That's one of the reasons I'm not a fan of Wilder. He's got that attitude about him. You know what I mean? Same reason I don't like Mayweather as a person. As a person, I can't fucking stand Mayweather. I don't like his character. I don't like who he is as a person. But as a fighter, let's face it, much as we hate to say it, probably the greatest all around fighter of all time. Um, let's see. Are you serious, D. Allen Brock? Do you have a timestamp by any chance? I got to check that out. I don't know if I have time to watch it. But that's funny. Thank you. 7-minute mark. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this real quick. But, like I said, I don't know what to say about the NBA and the Button Man show ending. It might have just been because they decided, hey, we had a good run. I think he said they had over 90 shows, and they said, all right, let's put an end to this and go do something else. Like I said, there's a lot of speculation that it might have had something to do with Tom coming on my show a couple of times. And I understand why people think that. It's very possible. Like I said, Panisi, there's no way he's a fan of mine. I think he hates my fucking guts. And you didn't miss much yet, Angel. Just getting started, really. Talking about the fight last night, a little bit about NBA and the Button Man, and I'm gonna talk about you a little bit in a second. Well, a lot. So yeah, I don't know, man, but I understand why people think it might have had something to do with me due to timing and the fact that, um, maybe some people see it like Tom should have come on here and defended his friend. Although, I see it as Tom being his own man and John maybe not needing him to defend him. So I don't look at it that way, but who knows? All right, I gotta check that out, the Ellen Brock. Let me see this. And I want to talk about Angel, like I said in the beginning. I got some things to say about some of the bullshit I heard yesterday. And, as you guys know, I consider Angel a friend, and I'm going to defend her, as should a lot of other people. But let me check this out real quick, and then I'll get to that. Let's see, what episode? When did it air? What the fuck? Kim Kardashian West, huh? She was on there? Of course, Angel. You never have to thank me. I'm not going to let anybody talk about you that way. And I'm telling you right now, and we'll get to this in a second. We'll get to more. But Angel is no rat. That's a disgusting statement to make about somebody. And, I'm going to get into why those accusations are being made and all that. Let's see. I'm looking for my name on Saturday Night Live, thanks to D. Allen Brock. 47-minute mark. Fuck, this isn't letting me search it that way. That would have been right at the end, right? Wait a minute, let me yeah, of course, D. Allen Brock. Yeah, it's 7-minute and 47-second mark. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's disgusting. I was sickened by it. Although not surprised. The people who make these comments are pretty despicable people, as we know. But I'll just get into it real quick, and I'll keep looking down at my phone here to see my shout out. But Angel's no rat. Okay, I talked to Angel, and I'm friendly with Angel, and I'm telling you now, I hear the things she says, the way she feels about stuff. I think I know her character to an extent, and she would never. Okay, now since I've been talking to Angel, she's told me about several instances where people have tried to say things like this. Well, one person, okay, and so it's not brand new. But yesterday there was a comment made on Stacks, chatting with Stacks, on his video. If you guys didn't see it, check it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That I guess if I got the story straight, Gene Borello has a court date maybe coming up, and if he gets remanded or something, they're gonna say that they're gonna drop some fake paperwork and say that it was Angel that caused it. Okay, that she ratted him out. Listen, I don't, it's not like I'm with Angel every second of the day. I've never even met Angel in person. But I can tell you this. Everything she says to me seems to be pretty honest. We talk regularly. I've never heard her fucking even insinuate that she would do something like that. As a matter of fact, everything she's ever said to me is the opposite. That she would never, that some of these people, yeah, she's certainly not fucking happy with. And I don't think she'd be terribly upset if bad things happen to them. But she has no desire or plans to make anything like this happen. She's not going to tell anybody. anything. She wouldn't call the cops on anybody. That's nonsense. Anybody who says she called the cops on them is full of shit. They're just lying to make her look bad. And to say she called somebody's PO, I'm telling you, that's not true. There's no truth to it. You got to remember who Angel is and where she comes from and what her family believes in. Remember the fact that it was a rat that put her father away for life, another rat who tried to have her brother executed by the government. People like to attack Angel because they take sides, and sometimes they take the evil side, and they say, well, she must be responsible for everything. She's got all this power. She's got all these YouTubes helping her. She tells them what to do. Angel has never in her life, or I'm sorry, in the life of this show, I should say. I didn't know her whole life, but never since I've known her or talked to her has she ever even suggested that I go a different direction with my show or that I talk about this person or do this. Never once. Hasn't happened. Okay. To tell you the truth, nobody has. Now, in the beginning, I did make the mistake of taking messages from a certain person. I'm not going to get into who it is, but this is also very true. And I want to talk about that. He tried every now and then. Oh, don't talk about A-Late anymore. Talk about the Gottis, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And I, of course, said no. And I can prove it. Just look at all my videos and see if I ever did anything like that. And, I was offered interviews and I was offered all kinds of other shit. People I wouldn't want to interview to fucking begin with. So, there is one guy out there who's pulling people's strings. And telling them what to say and everything else. And he, by the way, despises Angel Gotti. He hates her. So you know where a lot of this stuff is coming from. It's nonsense. Show proof, but not fake paperwork, okay? This is not... And besides, I heard this paperwork was already passed out to people. Well, he hasn't been remanded yet, so what the fuck are you talking about? How's there already paperwork? What do you mean? It doesn't make any sense. But if there's anything out there that's going to be dropped, it's bullshit. I'll tell you right now. And I'm pretty stuff like that. I'll take the paperwork and analyze the shit out of it, research every detail of what paperwork should look like, and I'll prove to you that it's fake. But I'm going to say this about Angel, and people could say whatever they want. Oh, I'm simping for Angel. Angel pulls my strings. She's my boss. No. Just like several other people on here who I defend, people who, that I speak well of. Angel is somebody I consider a friend, okay? She did help me out as far as getting me the interview with Patrick Borriello. She even worked to try to get me a couple other ones. I even think she might be trying to get me one now because she's a friend. She's helped me out. She's not the only one. There's several people that I speak to that help me get interviews and stuff like that from time to time. But she did introduce me to Patrick. She got me the interview with him. Patrick helped me with a couple of other interviews. Several of them I got on my own just by reaching out and talking to people like Robert Funaro the other night, Lilo Brancato, people like that. But Angel has never been anything but a sweetheart to me. She's gotten pissed off at me a couple of times, but she lets me know. And I got mad at her a couple of times. But, she's a friend like any other friend that I would come on and defend. She's a sweetheart of a person. Okay. She's very sweet to my wife. She's very sweet to me. Everybody I see on here, unless they're doing something to try to disparage her or something, she's very sweet to them. She's open and honest. She's just popped up on my show, a couple of times. And she sat here with us when she probably has a lot better shit to do. And she stayed on late and everything else and answered all our questions and commenters' questions. She does it regularly. So as far as I'm concerned, and I don't know anybody's, I can't get inside anybody's brain or know what's in their heart. But as far as I'm concerned, Angel is a very good person who's had to put up with a lot of bullshit. because of people who don't like her family or her brother, her father. And she seems to be the one in the family that comes out and defends everyone else. So when I hear shit like I heard yesterday, I'm disgusted, and I'm absolutely going to address it, because you're basically trying to say Angel Gotti is a rat. Just think about those words and how despicable that is. Okay. I'm telling you right now, I've spoken to her about the subject they were talking about yesterday. I've spoken to her about that person. Okay. Never once did she say anything to me like, I'm going to call his PO, or she never even said she wants to see him back in jail. Never even said anything like that. Okay. And I think she talks to me pretty openly. I think she knows that I won't reveal every word she says to me on here. And I'm telling you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I never heard anything like that from her. So I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it for a second. But I will tell you this. One of the people who makes this accusation has called Gene Borello's PO several times. And that is a fact. And there is recorded proof of it. And that person recorded it himself. Nobody else. Okay. So it is a fact that somebody else is the one who repeatedly called Gene's PO, and every time he got pissed off at him, would do just that. Write letters, send emails, make phone calls to try to get him locked back up. Okay. There is one person out there who's been doing that for a couple of months now. And I could tell you for a fact that it's not Angel Gotti. Okay. It's not Angel Gotti. So that's coming from me. Angel could tell you right here, you don't have to believe me. I did not speak to Angel today. She sent me a text. We talked a little bit about the MBA and the Button Man. That's it. She did not know I was going to do this show today. I did try to call her a little earlier. I guess she was busy. I didn't get an answer. Okay, so she did not know I was going to do this show. She said nothing to me about doing anything like this. We didn't even speak about it. She's as surprised as everyone else is, I think. But, I had to do this, and I'm glad I'm doing it, because I'm not going to put up with this bullshit. I'm not going to put up with people throwing that word around. If you fucking have the ball, it's like calling somebody a pedophile as far as I'm concerned, okay? If you're going to call somebody a rat, you better have solid fucking proof of that shit. You can't just come out, because any of us could do it. Oh, I could just start saying, X, Y, and Z are rats. They're rats now. How do I know? I just know. And you know what's sad is there's a few jerk-offs out there that'll believe it. Okay, but anybody with fucking brains or a functioning mind will say, yeah, Angel, that was me. Will say, I wondered why it went to voicemail so quick. Anybody, with a brain will say, no way. There's no way. You know what I mean? If they know, if they don't see proof that somebody's a rat, they're not going to believe it. Nor should they. Because anybody could say it. It's an accusation you could put on anybody. You could just say she's a rat, he's a rat. Okay. What do you want me to do? Like if somebody does it with me, I can't help that. They could say it all they want, but prove it. That's all. Prove it. You better have hard evidence of that shit. And there's no proof that Angel Gotti ever ratted on anybody. There's no proof that she ever called a PO, called the cops on anyone. There was one dickhead is running around. She called the cops. She sent the cops to my house. Bro, how would she even know where you live? What are you talking about? She doesn't know you. How would she know where you live? As soon as I heard that, I was like, she didn't. There's no way. And Angel's old school, just like a lot of us, okay? She doesn't just pick up the phone and call the fucking cops on somebody. It's ridiculous. Anthony Sparrow, Evian Crime Family, $5. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Everyone, please subscribe to Chatting with Stacks and Josie's Weekly Indictments. And please subscribe to Black Handprint Mafia. He needs 52 more subs. I agree. And you know what? I was watching earlier. Black Handprint Mafia did a great a great video on the origin of the mafia, how and why it was started, and how Italians were treated back then. And I actually appreciate him doing that because I've spoken about that before too. I was always told that by my parents and grandparents, um, how the Italians were treated when they came to this country, and a lot of that is the reason they had to start their own little organization because they had to protect their own communities. The cops hated them. Mostly Irish cops hated them. They couldn't get any relief in the courts. They were outcasts, basically. And he did a wonderful show, and I think it's his last video. So yeah, everybody, please subscribe to Black Handprint Mafia. And if anybody can drop his link, matter of fact, I'll do it real quick. If you guys want to go over, yeah, I think what does he need? 52 more subs. Yeah, I checked earlier. He's 948. So yeah. Oh, 949. All right. He's got 949. If that's one of you guys, thank you. Let's see. I forgot what I'm doing, guys. There it is. Let me get the link. Copy link. And drop it here. There's Black Handprint Mafia's link. I just dropped it. It'd be great if you guys would help get him his other 52 subs. Let him hit 1,000 today. That would be wonderful. He's a good guy with a lot of knowledge, very educated, intelligent guy. So, just sub to all. Thank you, Stool Pigeons. Oh, and Gunsmoke, my man. Gunsmoke did a great Tony Pizza video, guys. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Give him a subscribe too. He's good. He's fucking Gunsmoke. So yeah, I'll get back to it a little bit. There's not a whole lot left that needs to be said. I just wanted to make it clear where I stand and where I know Angel stands. She's no rat. It's ridiculous. Okay. You got to understand, Angel is the boogeyman, right? With everybody who doesn't like me, who doesn't like Gunsmoke, who doesn't like any of us that are friendly with Angel. She might appear on our show, whatever. That's what they use. Oh, because of the Gotti name. They give Angel all this power that Angel can control all of us. So it's like Angel's behind the scenes telling them what to say and she runs their shows. Bullshit. Absolutely not. And one guy said that she tried to tell him how to run his show at one point. I was talking to him at that time. He never mentioned anything like that to me. So yeah, it's not true. Trust me. You guys know Angel from being in here. What would she really even have to gain by doing something like that? I mean, it's not like you're getting rid of the person forever. But there are people that have to cover their tracks. You got to understand. The people that actually did tell on him and get him in some trouble, they have to cover their tracks because it's already quite obvious that person is responsible. So they have to pick a boogeyman. It's a deflection, like everything else. Certain people on here deflect. Everything is a deflection. So, what this person does is, oh, it's Angel Gotti. Angel Gotti told on him. Angel Gotti ratted on him. Yeah, okay. All right. Angel Gotti did everything, right? Angel Gotti is responsible for the Titanic sinking. She's responsible for COVID. What else did Angel Gotti cause with all this power she has? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. People give the same thing with you hear it with Jimmy and Sammy and they put these guys out there to do this and that. Okay, nobody's ever told me how to run my show, ever. And as far as Jimmy, let me address Jimmy for a second. If there's one thing Jimmy always told me, it's be my own man. Do whatever I want. He would tell me, I wish you nothing but the best and I'm rooting for you. Keep doing your thing. It's entertainment. Do a good show. Never said to me, don't talk about this person, don't talk about that person. Never fucking happened. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Okay. I don't lie about shit. And I'm telling you now, nothing like that ever took place with anyone. Like I said, there was one person who had nothing to do with me that in the beginning was trying to, I guess, bring me over to that side, saying, "Hey, why don't you stop talking about this person? Talk about the other one instead, and then I can help you out behind the scenes. I'll get you this and I'll get you that." Okay, no, I'm good. Thank you. Let's see. I'll drop it again. So hold on. God, there's a jerk off with the comments. Oh my God, some of these people. All right, guys, let me bring on a guest real quick. Jerk off with the comments. Oh my God, some of these. Hi, Angel.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I get so confused with this. I was trying to use my phone again. For some reason, it wasn't working. How are you? Thank you so much.
Of course, Angel.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Listen, I've been so sick over all of this because I never ratted out. I keep getting accused of things that I never did. I've never done anything to this man. I don't know why he is trying to torture my life. I don't understand what his problem is. I don't pay anyone. I don't tell you all what to do. I never told him what to do. I never tried to control anyone's show. I don't have all of you getting money from me. This is so insane. But listen, I have to say one thing positive comes out of all this, and that's that I'm going to start my own channel because I can't take this. I mean, this is ridiculous. You're going to drop fake paperwork saying that I ratted? Is it me? Am I losing my mind?
That's what it sounded like. That's what they're gonna do.
No, and I didn't even know anything about. I didn't ever even subscribe to Stack's channel. I wasn't subscribed to him, so I didn't know. Someone texted me and told me that something happened. I went on. I got there at the very end, so I was confused what they were even talking about. And I heard Josie say my name. I said, "What is this?" And then I saw somebody comment that Lee Cole was going off. So I went over there and I'm like, and then he's blaming me. And I said, wait, I was so confused. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then I went back and started it from the beginning. And I'm saying, this can't be happening. This really can't be happening right now. And then I asked him, I listen, I avoid him like the plague. I don't watch what he says. I don't read anything by him. I don't want any part of him. And so I ask him, why are you lying? And he tells me, control my crew. Who's my crew? Who is my crew? I'm a woman. Where would I have a crew? This is sick. This is insane. I swear on my children and my grandchildren, I've never called anybody's probation, anybody's parole officer, anybody's FBI, any cop, nothing. I've never done any of that. And I swear on my kids and my grandchildren, I don't know what more I have to do or say, but this is insane. This man is a bully. There is something really wrong with him that he keeps coming after me. This is about the 10th time that he has accused me of things that I did not do. But I appreciate you doing this. And I didn't know, and I did not know you were doing this because the phone rang, and then all of a sudden my phone it died. And I'm saying, what the hell is going on? And so I had it plugged in, but it wasn't really plugged in. So then I went and looked, and I couldn't see who was the last person that called. So then I just saw that you were, I went to to go check on YouTube for something, because I don't follow all these mob things. I also go on YouTube for recipes. I love the cooking and the recipes. So I went on there and I saw you were live, and then I saw my name. I'm like, oh wow, let me go check this out. I mean, this is crazy. So then I didn't know that it was you who called. But I
Yeah.
appreciate this. Thank you so much, because this is, it's very frustrating when you're accused of something that you never did, and it's constant, and you give me the platform to come on here and speak my piece, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, of course, and that's why I called, because I was going to tell you I'm going to be doing a show, and I'm going to mention you, and I wanted to see if you wanted to come on, because you should have a place to defend yourself, absolutely. And everybody should be offering a platform to you, because this is ridiculous. It's a disgusting thing to accuse you of, and I know you fairly well, and I would never believe it in a million years.
Listen, I don't want to see anybody back in jail. I really don't. As much as I can't stomach any of them, I would never send anybody back to prison. That's just not me. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to be a rat. To be honest, I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. I wouldn't do it. Will I sue someone? You bet your booty I will. But send them to prison? No, I will not. I will not call their probation. I will not call their police, whatever, the police on them. I would never do any of that. And I especially would never contact any FBI agent. Never. It would never happen.
I know.
I can't
And
stand the FBI. I certainly wouldn't call them.
I know. Well, we know from the beginning of this who actually did it. And, there was a YouTuber. I'm not even going to mention names, but he was on his show when he was all pissed off at Gene. And at the time, he didn't like Gene. And all he talked about was, he better be careful. He's on federal paperwork. And, somebody's going to call his PO, and was throwing it out there. That's a subliminal thing. So people are like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's call. So we know there's somebody that called. But, that's why they,
It
people
was
gotta,
not me. It was
no,
not
absolutely
me.
not.
And it wasn't anybody in my family, because I don't even tell anybody this crap. It's too insane to tell anyone in my family this. And I don't tell, it wasn't Chris. They blame Chris for everything. It was not Chris.
She means Kasparosa, by the way.
Yeah, that was not Chris Kasparosa. That's what I mean. No, it wasn't him. It wasn't us. It was not us. I mean, I was so upset yesterday, and like my hands were shaking. Like, how could you be so evil? I don't understand, like, the evilness of some people. Like, what went on in your life that made? Look, I've watched one of my closest friends' mothers get killed right in front of me. Okay, I watched my 12-year-old brother die on a sidewalk. I've seen my best friend, at 18, I kissed her goodbye, and 20 minutes later, she was dead in a car accident. I've had tragedy. It never made me an evil person. None of this makes me evil. So I don't understand what makes certain people so evil that they would do the things that they do. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I know. I don't either. I really don't. But that's why I'm done talking about, certain people, or even giving them the time of day, because I don't even want to be associated with that kind of evil, honestly, in any way. But, it's in the beginning, when this person was talking about constantly on his show, talking about calling Gene's PO and all that, I was the one on here saying, yeah, that's not cool. That's when you're going too far. It's one thing not to like the guy. I don't want to see anybody get put in prison just because I don't like him. You don't call somebody's PO. You don't even dry snitch. You don't even put it out there so that other people grab that idea and run with it. But, and like I said, Angel, that's why when certain people have to cover their tracks, they go for the person that they think people will believe it, at least people on one side. So they say you did it, and it's ridiculous.
Right. And then I just lost my whole train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. That's right. That's okay. I was just what was I just gonna say? Wow, keep talking. I'll think of it. You know what it
All
is?
right.
Like I get so upset over all of this. Like I don't listen. I could say this 1,000 more times. I don't attack people. If you're on anywhere and you're lying about my family, I will call you out on your lies. Okay, that's it. I'm going to call you out. Nobody's going to bully me into shutting up. I'm going to call you out on your lies. So these people are telling me I shouldn't be anywhere doing this. Who are you to tell me that I'm not allowed? I shouldn't be anywhere doing this, defending my family. My family must be humiliated by me. No, my family knows I defend them. It doesn't matter. John A. Light tried this 6 years ago when he was out there telling lies about my family, and I was calling and saying he's a liar, and he called the New York Post and said we were picking on him. I've been bullied by the biggest ones yet. So you're not going to kick me off. You're not going to shut me up. You're not going to bully me into shutting up. I'm defending my family, and that's it.
Yeah, I know. I love when people try to tell others, what they should or shouldn't be doing. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Who are you to tell any of us what we should be doing? And as far as you, Angel, I'm sure everybody agrees. As far as you having your own platform, I think you should have done it a long time ago, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, well, neither can I now. I mean, I need my son to help me. Otherwise, it probably, well, I'm waiting for something else also, but it probably be up in another 2 weeks, hopefully.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad. I'll definitely be a viewer every time. Go home and get your Shine Box, $5. Thank you. He says, keep grinding it out, FBS. Love the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, Angel, I'm glad you actually were able to come on, because you deserve to be able to defend yourself. And I think a lot of other people should be defending you too here, because this is a disgusting accusation. And, a certain person feels that he's called a pedophile, and his answer to that is to call somebody else a rat. You see? And there's no proof. There's no proof that you're a rat. They'll scream, there's no proof that they're a pedophile. Well, there's no proof that you're a rat. So why the fuck is he throwing that out there?
And I defended him when they called him that. I defended him. I mean, come on. Because you're mad. First of all, I don't understand where all this anger is coming from, because I choose to be friends with you. It's like it's like hating somebody who is a Trump supporter or a Joe Biden supporter, and I hate you because you support. This is ridiculous. Or your religion, or who you choose to be friends with. What does that have to do with me? Like I just don't get it. And especially he wants to get mad at you for being friends with someone when he's friends with someone. I mean, it's all crazy. It's really crazy, and I think it's insane. And it's stop blaming me. It's not me. That's it. It's not me. I'm defending my family. I have every right to defend my family. I have every right to go where I want to go. That's it. Nobody's going to boss me around. The only person who ever told me what to do is dead. And he's dead since 2002. No one else is going to tell me what to do.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry. I just, what did I always tell you? Like, when you guys all would fight, didn't I try to help you make up? Did I not try to help? Right? I tried so hard, because I don't like to see you guys fight. That's not the way I'm built. I don't get a kick out of this. It makes my stomach get nervous when I see all this going on. I don't want to see people fighting. And I've always tried to just be the peacemaker and try to make you two, but then things just got so ugly. You couldn't even get involved and help anymore.
I know it's all sickening, but I love it. These people talk like as if you have no right to defend your family. You're getting attacked left and right, and you're the person in your family. You're kind of, it seems like, almost the spokesperson who comes out and defends everyone else, and you have every right to. It's your family. Why shouldn't you?
Exactly. But to say there's fake paperwork.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who you're doing that to? Do you understand who you were going to drop fake paperwork on? Are you people insane? Like, and I'm a woman to boot. You want to drop fake paperwork on me? This is crazy.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's sickening. Let me read this real quick. Just the dad. She said, Angel said about 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Hopefully 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah. And the other, I just dropped the link again. The other channel is Black Handprint Mafia that I mentioned. Mob Talk Radio says the bottom line is you cannot fix stupid and you cannot be rational with people who have no rational thought. Go, Ange, go.
Hi, Spiffy. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I guess we all have to get to the point, Angel. I'm learning this, that we have to get to the point where we have to accept that people are gonna say these things, but we have to have faith that the majority of people are smart enough not to believe them.
Yeah, exactly. But, even one person even thinking that I would do something like that bothers me. Like, even just one person thinking that I would do something like that, like, really, really bothers me, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm really not. I mean, listen, that's the way I was raised. That's all. I mean, and I taught my kids that. My daughter in school wasn't allowed to go to something. They threatened her that she went to an all girls Catholic school, and they threatened her that she wasn't going to be able to go to the prom or graduation, one of them, if she didn't tell them who left the sinks running to flood the gym. And she came home and she was upset, and she said, they said I can't go to the prom or graduation unless I rat out who said that. I said, okay, well, so what do you want to do? She said, I'm not going. Thank you. That's how I raised my kids.
Yeah.
But they ended up dropping it, and she was allowed to go anyway.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I know. And I think a lot of us raised our kids that way. Obviously, you don't tell on anybody, because that's the way we were raised, especially you, of all people. That's why it's so ridiculous for them to call you a rat. Like, it goes against everything you stand for, every principle, every belief. It's such a despicable accusation.
Yeah. But whatever. Somebody just asked the question that I wanted to answer. Where is he?
Let's see.
Did
I have it up on the screen?
I think it was here, Father Time. Are you sure you really want to start your own YouTube channel? No, I thought about it, and then I said nah. And then after seeing what you guys go through, and then I said, you know what? I'm not going to be bullied into not doing what I want to do. And so then I said, I am going to do it. Right now, I'm debating if I want to do the chats and the comments. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Some people say yes, do it. And then some people say, like him, are you sure you really want to do that? So, but I don't want other people telling my family's stories. I don't want that. And if you think, you're going to get on and you're going to lie about it, I'm going to get on and I'm going to call you out. So I might as well just start my own channel.
They're going to say shit about you anyway.
It's not only for that. There's a lot of things. I have a lot of good ideas. A lot of women that are my friends that have stories, even, I don't want to say worse, even, let's just use worse than mine. So I would like them to get on and talk about, like what they've gone through in their life. Listen, if anybody thinks that, my father's kids had everything handed to them and we would, this and we were that. We lost a brother. We lost a 12-year-old brother. So no matter what, we had heartache, tremendous heartache. So a bracelet or a car or something is never going to make up for losing your little brother. You know, this is crazy. Oh, we were so spoiled. No, we weren't spoiled. Maybe my father wanted to, but my mother was always there to say, oh, no, this is not going to happen. You're going to go to work and you're going to do this. And, you know, that's the way that worked. So don't tell us. My brother was not handed a brand new car when he graduated military school. My brother insisted on getting his own car, and he got his own car, and it was a used car. So everybody who thinks that they know our childhood and our family, they don't. So that's why I was, you know, thinking about it. So I think most likely I am. I'm just not sure about the setup yet, chats and stuff like that.
Well, just your stories alone would make it for a great channel. But before I forget, I do want to mention something. Do you see who turned off his comment section yesterday? All his videos, no more comments.
Who?
A-Light.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I don't watch him. I
don't either. I don't either. Somebody sent it to me and I checked. They said, oh my God, he turned off his comments. And I checked. There's no more comments.
Yeah, see, I don't watch him unless someone tells me, oh, no, you have to go see this. And they tell me, like, they send me the number of where to go to, like 10 minutes and 5. That's what they'll do. And then I'll go look. But other than that, I don't watch him. You know, I just think I don't know what planet he's on. But FBS, these guys are giving Angel a hard time because Angel having a channel will take away all their subs, and they don't want. Well, listen, yeah, but you know what? All the good people that were good to me and and were fair and who didn't lie. You don't think that I'm gonna like call out their channels and say, listen, subscribe to this one, subscribe to that one? I would do that. So I don't know why they're getting upset with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's people I don't like. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Well, it's only the people who have something bad to say about you or something that wouldn't want you to have your own channel. I personally would love it. And I would make you put me on there at some point.
Yes, and I would put you on there. But come on. What else did I want to say to you? Wait, I'm gonna look.
Whatever you want to say. This is your time to
oh, thank you.
Vent. Yeah, absolutely. We love listening.
Have I ever thought about being a crisis counselor? No. I try to talk to everybody. Listen, I went through some really tragic things as a teenager. I was in one of my closest friends' mother's jewelry store, and we got held up and they killed her in front of us. Did I turn to drugs or alcohol? No. 2 years later, my little brother died. Did I turn to drugs and alcohol? No. Then 5 months later, I kissed my 18-year-old best friend goodbye, and 20 minutes later, she was gone. So did I turn to drugs and alcohol ever? No. Because, my father taught us, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if he was right or wrong, but you be strong. That's it. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. There's no other, no other way. You need to be strong. So that's what I do. Mom Talk Radio. He's so funny. Yeah. I try to talk to him too sometimes. When he is upset, he'll vent and I calm him down.
Oh, you've done it with me a couple of times too.
Yes, I try. Listen, I try. I don't like to see anybody fighting. I really don't. I don't instigate. I don't want people fighting. I really try my hardest to make everybody get along. That's the way I've always been my whole life. Like, it's funny because when my friends or somebody I'm really close and they're all fighting, they'll call me. Well, she did this and she said that. And I'm like, well, wait. And then I try to talk to them, like, to show why the other person would do that, and then go back and forth, and then the other person will call me and say, do you believe she did that? And then I go back and forth with them. That's just the way I've always been my whole life.
You there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I lost you for like a split second. But yeah,
Oh,
I heard
I'm
everything
sorry.
you said.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, and I know
No,
that
do
you've
I want to
you've always
be a
tried
crisis
to do that. You
counselor?
don't.
No. Do I want to be a crisis counselor? No, I'm already one.
Well, you've had a lot of life experience. I understand, why he would ask
Yes.
that question.
And that's why, like, life is so short. You kiss someone goodbye, and 10 minutes later, God forbid, they could be dead. So do I want to like be fighting with someone, and then God forbid they walk out the door and something happens and I have to live with that? No. So I teach my kids that too. Like, that's why I was never really like hard on them. They were good kids, like if they say they didn't do their homework or they failed a test, to me, all right, no big deal. You'll do better next week. The only time I got mad at them is if they were ever disrespectful. So thank God I raised them the right way. My family helped, they weren't. But I always said it, like, you cannot walk out the door being angry. You can't. It's not going to happen. We're going to sit and we're going to talk about it. We're going to work it out. And then you could walk out that door. Well, I don't know how I just ranted into that. I went right into that rant.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. No, everything you're saying makes sense, and you're right. That's a good.
Yeah, I forgot what I was.
Well, that's a good.
That up. Thank you, Stu Pigeon.
I don't know, but that was a good. That's a good way of living too, because Shannon always says that to me. No going to bed angry. Never go to bed angry.
Yeah, look what happened to Lewis. Look what happened to my ex-husband.
Are you there?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
Yeah, you were cutting out for a while, but.
All right, let me get closer. I said, look what happened to my ex-husband. I was standing right there with him. I said, do you want some? I made eggplant parmesan. No. He was waiting for my daughter. The next thing I know, he's dead. I mean, that's how short life is. Like within, I don't even know how many minutes. He was dead. He was gone. So this is all so ridiculous, and you would think that someone who lost so many members of their family wouldn't be so bitter or evil. You would think like you would learn from that. I have learned from that. I have. And my family and I, we don't fight with each other, my brothers and sisters. We don't fight with each other because that's... Like, if we get mad at each other, it's over like that. The next day, 2 days later, we get back on the phone like nothing ever happened. Some people just don't learn, I guess. I don't know. Some people just like mean. They like this ugliness in their lives. I don't. But I ranted.
Well, some people live for the No. This, like I said, this is your time to rant. Absolutely. But no, you're right. I mean, there's some people that just live for this drama and this fighting. And listen, one thing I learned about some people, because I have people like this in my life.
You're breaking up. You froze. Can you hear me? Because you froze.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I froze. Some people are only happy when they're miserable, if that makes sense. In other words, their misery is their best friend. Like they like I have somebody in my life who needs stress. If there's no stress, that person will lose their mind. Like they actually thrive off of it. And that's not me. Like I don't want to be like that. I want everything to be cool. I just want to live my life. But there's people on here, they're only happy when there's a fight happening or when somebody's talking about them or trashing them or when they have somebody to talk about and trash. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't like that. Like I don't want to be miserable, and I don't want misery around me. I just don't want to. I had enough misery in my life years ago, and I don't want that. I feel like, thank God, as long as my brother is home, thank God 1,000,000 times. My children are healthy. My grandchildren, they're healthy, thank God. My kids, my brothers, my sister, my mother, my family is all healthy. I'm so grateful for that. Like, I'm so grateful every single day. I'm so grateful just for that. So to this is, but to be labeled a rat, no, it's not going to happen. I never ratted out anybody in my entire life, and I'm not about to start now at 60 years old.
Yeah, I know. And we all know that. Trust me. Even the person saying it knows it's bullshit because that person is the one who really did it. Um, I understand why you want to explain yourself, but at the same time, I think most people would agree you don't even need to because nobody's going to believe this. They could do it about anybody. This same person was going to come out and say that I was a rat with no proof whatsoever.
Oh, really?
So yeah, oh yeah, that was the plan. It was they were going to make up some story about how I got chased out of my city and this and that, blah blah blah. No proof behind it, and as soon as I addressed it, it went away because obviously it's nonsense. But that's why if there is any paperwork, like I said, it's just going to be fake paperwork they made up.
But
They'll
how?
put your name on something.
Yeah, but how can somebody get away with that? I mean, first of all, if somebody dropped some kind of paperwork like that, you can sue them, can't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, okay.
That's-
I don't
yeah,
understand
especially if they.
I don't understand how anybody would think that I would let them get away with that, because I will
Oh,
never let anybody get away with doing something like that to me.
yeah, I mean it would be defamation of character. It would be slander if they put something like that out there and it's not true. Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, I spoke to my attorney, and there's really nothing I can do right now about that
Yeah.
unless they put out something. Then I can. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Everybody hit the like button, please. Yeah, we'll see, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think it's just another veiled threat. People are saying that it's gonna happen and it won't. Um, I wouldn't even be concerned, but I wanted to make sure that you had somewhere to come to, so you could explain and
No,
vent.
thank you. I mean,
Absolutely.
yesterday I was totally blindsided. I stood there going, I'm so confused. What the hell is going on? And then
Yeah.
it took me like a little while, and then I was like, oh no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I feel so much better that I got this all out. Thank you. And if you hear that
Absolutely.
noise, that's me vaping. Because sometimes when I listen back and I hear, I'm like, oh man, I'm vaping. And does anybody even like notice that?
No, I actually don't notice it for the most part.
Oh, okay, good. But if you do, that's me
Yeah.
vaping. I quit smoking 8 years ago, but I still vape, which you should do.
I know. I might look
I
into it.
know you know. I know you know. Yes, and
um,
you know what? This is a great little like a little community now, like with all the people that follow and that follow you and follow MRE. I think it's like it's really nice, like all the people in the chats. Like
yeah.
what does this guy
Yeah, you
say?
get
So pulling out a liar and such is one thing, but fighting. That's true. That's true. That's
what did
true.
he say? I missed it.
Yeah,
Which one
I
is it?
think it's a Michelle. Michelle one. Is that how you say that? Michelle?
Oh. Uh
It's true.
yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. That's why with who I'm talking about, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just putting like he's dead to me. I don't want to This is not we're not in the same category as far as I'm concerned. We don't do the same thing. There's no reason for us to fucking associate, period. And that includes mentioning his name on my channel or doing shows about him or any of that. That's you know what I mean? Because YouTube is big enough that we don't have to have anything to do with each other.
Hi, Josie. And I agree. You're right. I was upset, but I understand. I do understand. And I appreciate it. Thank you, Josie. Thank you so much.
Yes, and I saw the video you made, Josie. Thank you for that. Yeah, because I said, you know, I didn't have this. You know, Josie had said that it was sent to me. I said, what paperwork was sent to me? So Josie corrected it this morning and said she made a mistake by adding.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But if I had anything like that, you'd be the first person to know about it, Angel.
Did my father put the word out? First of all, that was in 1978. I was 17 years old. And no, I had no idea anything about my father at that time. But I should have known. I really should have known because I wasn't allowed to testify.
Oh, really?
I should have known. I really should have then, but I just did. You know, my mother's like, no, you know, they have enough people. They don't need you. And, you know, it's very traumatizing. And so, you know, I didn't testify. So, but I was thinking about that a few weeks ago. I was like, you're such a dummy. Didn't you? You should have known then. Like, no, you're not allowed. You know, you're not going to testify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good clue that something was a little different.
But like I said, it was 1978. You know, like who thought of things like that? I was a 17-year-old girl. You know, you don't think of those things. You know, you don't know about those things, especially then. I just didn't. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know if any of us would pick up on something like that because you're not raised knowing about. Well, most people aren't raised knowing about that kind of stuff, that life, and all that.
Don't forget, it's 1978. You know, like, come on. You know, I didn't even watch things like that, like on TV. You know, everything was, you know, boys and, you know, what kind of clothes you were going to wear. And, you know, so I didn't think of stuff like that. And I didn't hang out with girls like that, you know, or boys that were anything like that. So
you didn't watch The Godfather in 72 and think, wait a minute.
No. Was that 72? I would have been. I think I would have been 11 years old. No, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that till I got much older.
Yeah, no, I know. I was joking.
Oh, okay.
It would be weird for a girl to watch The Godfather at 12 years old.
Yeah,
That's what
no.
You
know, I wasn't. I remember I wasn't allowed to watch The Exorcist. I remember my mother wouldn't let us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we weren't allowed to go see The Exorcist, but then for some reason I got my grandfather to do it. Hello? Nope, don't go. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? I see you froze up.
Yeah.
You hear the dog?
I think my internet, my signal is weak.
Lola.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. So I got my grandfather to take me. Come here. And it was the funniest thing because my grandfather was a character. He was the best. He was my best friend. My father's father was my best friend. And in the middle of the movie, he's going, what the hell did you bring me to see? You know who makes these movies? The Catholic Church makes these movies. So that people will go to church. I figured I'd throw that.
Yeah, well, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny story. I just looked it up too. Godfather, March 15th, 1972 it was released. You believe that?
I was 11. I had no interest in it.
That's understandable.
Yes.
All right, Angel. My internet keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah,
Oh
thank you
no,
so much. Bye.
no problem at all. I'd keep you on forever, but my internet keeps cutting out, and I got to go do a couple of things.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Goodbye, everyone, and thank you. Thank you a million times. Thank you.
Yep. All right. The Angel, thanks for coming on. I'll
All
talk
right.
to you soon.
Okay, click me out.
All right. All right, guys. I am going to drop Josie's channel. It was an honest mistake mentioning FBS, and I corrected that as soon as I realized what he said was, yeah, it was all true. Yeah. No, I know, Josie. It's all good. Mistakes happen. I support you 100%. You know that. I'm a fan, definitely. I think you should keep doing your thing. And I am going to drop Josie's channel, her link, so everybody can subscribe to Josie. What the hell? Oh my God, I put Josie Lee in YouTube and I got Josie Lee Cole. I'm so sorry, Josie. That's just what came up. So let's see. I'm so not good at this, guys. All right, here is the link to Josie's channel. Everybody, check it out. Go subscribe, please. And everybody hit like on this video, please. I hear I'm getting a lot of downvotes. I don't really care, to be honest. It's all engagement. People think that's a way to attack you, but I looked into it. It really doesn't make a difference. If anything, it helps because it's all engagement. It shows people are engaging. So, yeah, everybody hit the like button, though, please. Thank you very much. Why is NBA and the Boring Man ending? I don't know. I don't think he gave much of a reason. He just said, it was an amicable split. Like, in other words, they decided together. I don't think there's any hard feelings. I don't think that anybody should jump to conclusions that anything happened between them. They might have just, felt that the show ran its course and wanted to move on. I don't know. And they said that John is going to do his thing, sit down news or something, and Tom's going to go ahead and do his own thing. I think on that existing channel. So, um, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I know there's a lot of speculation that this show is ending because Tom was on my show a couple of times last week. And I understand the speculation. I'm not saying that's what I think, but I understand the speculation because the timing, and it does seem like that. And people know that obviously Panisi had to be a little pissed off that Tom was on here. But I don't know what to say about that. I'm not a fan of Panisi. Everybody knows that. That's no secret. This is true, and somebody mentioned maybe it's because of John's current situation. I don't know. I don't want to speculate and say the wrong thing. And it's somebody else's business to talk about. It's not really mine, so I don't know, Mustache Pete. I'm trying to find it, but my fucking Hulu, it won't let me go to the it won't let me go to they said around the 7-minute 47-second part, but it won't let me drag it to that. It's not giving me a time. So I just have to fucking I guess I have to watch the whole show and or just at least watch the first 8 minutes, but I obviously can't do that right now. That would be amazing if it's true. And I hope it says fat bald Sicilian and not just bald Sicilian. But I'll take whatever. I'm not a fan of Kim Kardashian, guys. I flat out can't stand that fucking woman. And apparently she was the host, so it's hard for me to watch. So anyway, guys. What? Who shouted you out? It wasn't a shout out. Apparently it was on a cue card. They showed a cue card that had my name on it. So I don't know. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Maybe on YouTube. Because then I could see the time. Is it during her monologue? Oh God, I hope not. Bhutan. Start buono, code of the streets. Thank you, my friend. You too. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't see. I don't know. I'll have to watch the first 8 minutes or something and see. But am I coming on later? No, not tonight, Carol. Unfortunately, I can't tonight. I got to get up early for work tomorrow, and I got to get back into a better sleep routine because last week wasn't as big of a deal because I was just in training. I had short days. I was doing like 4 or 5 hour days, so I didn't care how much sleep I got. But it's gonna start being you know, I'm gonna be regular full time hours now. So I don't want to be going to bed at midnight every night. So, but tonight I would come on later, but I have I'd come on around 8 or something at least. But I'm gonna be meeting a friend for a cigar later on, and I don't know what time I'll be home. But like I said, I don't want to do a show unless I get home early. Who knows? Maybe I'll pop on if I'm not out that long and I come home early. Maybe I'll pop on till 10:30, something like that. But I don't know. One of the Sorellis coming back on. I'm not sure. I got to talk to them today. I'll let you know. I can't stand Kim, but I love some Caitlyn. Paranoid Symphonies. I love some Caitlyn. All right. So let's see. So thank you guys for joining us. I wanted to make sure you got it, Uncle June. I wanted to make sure that Angel had a platform so she could speak her mind. She has every right to. It was a disgusting accusation. These people should be ashamed of themselves, but they have no shame. So, you know, I'm sure they're proud, but it's just a disgraceful thing. And can anybody really be surprised at this point, considering who's making the accusation? Anyway, all right, guys, I got to get my ass out of here. I got to go do a couple of things. I got to go to a few stores and shit. And like I said, I highly doubt I'll be back on tonight. Anything's possible, but if I do, it's not going to be very late. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow night. I'll have something for you. All right, guys. And if anybody would like to contribute, like I said, it helps a lot. It helps, with the time I take and the work I put into the show. If anybody would like to contribute to the channel, my Cash App link is in the description. It's very easy to use. All donations are appreciated, and I'll be glad to shout out your name, just like as if it was a super chat. Um, so that will be appreciated. But I'm gonna go now, so I can go do my stuff. I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow. All right, I love you all. Salute.